Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Dortmund Career Mode series. In today's episode, we're going to be having 4 games and continuing on this season. So the first game of today's episode will be a Bundesliga game against Freiburg. The second game will be our second Champions League group stage game against Sporting. We're heading to October when we will be facing Bayer Leverkusen yet again in the Bundesliga. And then to end off the episode, another Bundesliga clash, this time against Hertha Berlin. 4 games in today's episode, and if you guys can go ahead and drop a like rating, that'll be greatly appreciated. If you guys can hit over 200 likes, there's 200 likes for today's episode, I will get a double upload later on today. So later on today, we'll have another episode of the Dortmund Career Mode series. If you guys can hit 200 likes. You guys have hit it before previously in this series, and if you guys can do it again, it'll be greatly appreciated. And like I said, we'll have a double upload of the Dortmund Career Mode series. It's been a perfect start to the league season. We're currently sitting first at the moment in the Bundesliga. We're on 10 points. Cologne and Hamburg are sitting in second, level points on 9. We've played 4, won 3 and only drawn 1. It's been a perfect start to the season, and let's continue that as we're heading to the first game of today's episode against Freiburg in the Bundesliga. It's been a great start to the Bundesliga season. We're currently sitting first and we want to stay there. Freiburg are currently sitting last in the league, so first versus last, we've got to pick up the 3 points in this game. We need to continue our good start to this season. It's a mountain to climb. You can see that we've only conceded 2 goals this season, and Freiburg have only scored 2 goals this season. And like I said, it is top of the table versus the bottom of the table for this upcoming game. Let's take a look at my Borussia Dortmund side for this game. As you can see shortly there, he is ready for the upcoming game. Let's take a look at my Dortmund side for this game. There have been a few changes. Hendricks has come into the side. Also, Schürrle will be replacing Marco Reus. He's on low fitness, and I don't want to risk him getting injured still in this 4-2-3-1 formation. And we take a look at the Freiburg side for this game. This team haven't really started too well, only scored 2 goals this season. They are starting a 4-4-2 formation for this upcoming game in their starting 11. So here we go, Dortmund versus Freiburg. It's been a great start to this season, and let's continue it. Aubameyang go all the way, he couldn't. He's going to play the ball through now to Castro. Castro inside to Schürrle, who plays it to Aubameyang. It's gone in, and after 4 minutes, it's Dortmund 1-0. Sahin inside to Mario Götze. Götze to Castro, who looks to play through to Aubameyang. Aubameyang's going to go with the shot, 2-0 Dortmund. And in the 17th minute, we've doubled our lead, and it's just too easy here against Freiburg. The ball got played to Aubameyang, did a nice turn, and an easy finish into the bottom corner. Gives a Schürrle to Castro, 1 touch from Aubameyang, and just a brilliant finish, 2-0. Hendricks to Dembele, who plays it inside to Castro. Castro to Schürrle, plays it inside to Mario Götze. Götze is going to go with a long shot. What a goal from Mario Götze. Possibly goal of the season already. 3-0 Dortmund after 26 minutes. And it's an unbelievable strike from Mario Götze to make a 3-0. And you can just see the difference in both teams. Us sitting in first, Freiburg sitting in last. 3-0 after 26 minutes. What a start to this game. Schürrle inside to Götze, and look at this shot from Mario Götze. Brilliant strike. 3-0 Dortmund. Freiburg on the attack, down the wing. They're looking for a goal to make a 3-1. Pedersen's gonna go with the shot, and Perrin with a good save. Corner during stoppage time. Castro with the corner. Ball gets headed out to Hendricks, who looks to play it inside to Götze. Gets taken out. Referee, that should have been a penalty. Hendricks with the shot, but that should have been a penalty in the 45th minute. Bender, that is not a good ball. The centre-back's going to turn that one over. Freiburg with the chance from their winger, and he's going to hit the side netting. And Freiburg could have brought this one to 3-1. Game has gone down in a 3-0 win to Borussia Dortmund, but the thing is, we played so well during that first half, and not too well during that second half. I don't even know how many highlights we had during that second half. Probably nothing, because during that second half, it was getting to a pretty even game. We picked up the 3 early goals, and then after that, it was pretty much an even game in a 3-0 win to start off today's episode. Next up, we've got our second group stage game in the Champions League. This time It's against Sporting. All the teams in our group stages all picked up 1 point from their first game. Spurs, Dortmund, Sporting and Ajax all pick up 1 point from their first game. And we take a look at my Dortmund side after that 3-0 win. Royce has come back into the side as Moore and Kagawa will be coming into the side. They'll be replacing Murray, Goethe and Dembele. Obviously Moore replacing Dembele. Also Weigl, he'll be starting in the midfield alongside Castro. And we take a look at the Sporting side for this game. Surprising to see no Nani in their side. They'll be starting a 4-1-3-1 formation with Dost and Andre as the two strikers. So here we go with this game. After picking up a draw in our first game, we want to pick up a win in this game to bring ourselves to 4 points and possibly top of the group. Sporting straight from kickoff, looking to get on the attack. They're still on it. They're going to play the ball through to William, who takes the shot. It's come off the post, a rebound. They're going to score, and just like that, straight from kickoff, Sporting make a 1-0. Inside, he's going to play it to Shinji Kagawa, who plays it through. Moore on his debut for the club. Save for the keeper. Royce looking for the cross. It's not Moore's debut for the club, but his debut in this series. He hasn't actually started at all at the start of this career mode, but he almost picked up a goal, but yet again we're denied. And Sporting look to get on the attack to make it 2-0. They're going to play through. Piszczek has to get back. There are two Sporting players down this wing. Brian with the cross. The header from Dost is in, and it's 2-0 after 23 minutes. This game is completely opposite to the first game of today's episode. In the Bundesliga, Sporting have been all over us in this game, and they're playing away, remember that. And yet again, Perrin couldn't do anything about that. 2-0 Sporting. Royce is going to lose it, but he's going to win it back. And here goes Castro, now with an overtop ball. Aubameyang is going to get there. Aubameyang with the cross, looking for the header from Shinji Kagawa. He couldn't get his head onto that one. Aubameyang yet again with the cross, and Patricio is going to collect it. And that's been us during this first half. Really unlucky, but also Sporting have taken their chances, and that is why they lead 2-0 heading into half-time. Campbell down the wing for Sporting. Piszczek has to defend it. He can't. Bartra's going to get back there. Bender inside. Castro. Not the best ball to Moore. Kagawa. Castro can play through. Marco Royce with the chance to make it 2-1. Royce with the shot, comes off the crossbar. Aubameyang. Kagawa with the bicycle kick. Patricio with the save. Weigl with the long shot, and it's saved from Patricio. And Royce hits the crossbar in a chance to make it 2-1. Can they make it 3-0 with the low cross and the finish? And it is a dark day in Dortmund. It's 3-0 Sporting in the 90th minute. I cannot believe what has just happened. It's a 3-0 loss to Sporting in the Champions League group stages. We could have picked up a goal, maybe even two. Royce hitting the crossbar was a bit unlucky, but take nothing away from Sporting. They played brilliant in this game. With a 3-0 win over ourselves, we played completely different. The complete opposite to what we did during the first game in the Bundesliga against Freiburg. But we have to hit back in the next game. It's in the Bundesliga, and I just can't believe just how much of a shocking performance we've put in this game. We're gonna have to hit back, but it doesn't get easy as we're facing Bayer Leverkusen in the next game, one of the best sides here in the Bundesliga, and we're gonna have to hit back big after such a disappointing performance. We take a look at the Bayer Leverkusen side for this game. Chicharito will be starting as a striker. In goals, they do have Leno. Bender will be starting in the midfield, and it's Bender versus Bender. The two brothers will be facing each other. Also, Bellarabia on the wing in a 4-4-2 formation. And we take a look at my Dortmund side for this game. I'm starting a new formation with Cavani and Aubameyang as the two strikers. We need Cavani back into the side after the form that he's been in. And Goethe and Royce will be just behind them with Sahin and Castro as the CDMs. Balarabi is going to play to Bender, who's going to play through to Chicharito. Bartra is trying to win it. He can't. Chicharito can go all the way, make a 1-0 by Leverkusen, and he does. And after 5 minutes, we're 1-0 down. Good ball. Aubameyang's going to get to it. Aubameyang with the shot and Leno with the save. But Aubameyang, I think, was offside. Yes, he was offside. Or no, Aubameyang wasn't offside. It was Sahin who was offside, but Sahin never received the ball. So that should have been onside, and that should have counted as a shot. Goethe to Bartra. The centre-back Mark Bartra is now going to come in with the cross into the back post. Aubameyang! It's come off the post. Hendricks. Bartra. Royce with the shot, and it's over the goal. But how unlucky right there to making a 1-1 as we came so close by hitting the post. And here goes Cavani. Cavani with an over top ball. Aubameyang's going to get there. 1-1 surely. Save from Leno. And it's cleared out. And we're just so unlucky in this game. Leverkusen hold on to their lead. 1-0 from a good save from Leno. The game is going to end in yet again another loss. This time it's against Bayer Leverkusen. And yet again Perrin's not playing well. And actually down below in the comment section, you guys need to let me know. Perrin has not started the season well. I'm actually going to drop him for the final game of today's episode. And Burek will be coming into goals. It's a 1-0 loss against Bayer Leverkusen, and our undefeated record in the Champions League and the Bundesliga is now over with 2 losses in a row. The final game of today's episode is another Bundesliga game, this time against Hertha Berlin. And Hertha Berlin are a decent side here in the league, but I still feel like we should pick up the win. After that 3-0 win to start off today's episode, we have not played well at all, so we need to hit back in the final game. After 2 straight losses, we cannot make it 3. We need to end that losing streak after 2 games. With a win, we've now dropped down into 3rd. We're only 3 points behind Bayern Munich, so it's still been a good start to the season, but just in the past 2 games, we've really let ourselves down, so we need to hit back with 3 points. And we take a look at my Dortmund side for this game. Berkey has come into the side, like I said to you guys. I've actually still gone with the 4-2-2-2 formation, and we've got Aubameyang, Cavani, Royce, Goetze, Castro, Sahin. The side that I did use in the previous game, but just with Berkey in goals. Because at the moment, even though Perrin is growing in overalls, he's not playing well at all. And we take a look at the Hertha Berlin side for this game. They got Solomon Kalou in their lineup in this 4-2-3-1 formation. Come on guys, we really need to hit back in this game against Hertha Berlin after 2 straight losses. Let's go boys. Bender with a good win, and now Bender can play through Aubameyang. Aubameyang to make a 1-0 Dortmund straight at the goalkeeper. It's going to come in from Kalou. Schmelzer looking to get it out. We're looking to header it out. Scheiber's on the ball, goes for the shot, and Hertha Berlin lead 1-0. And just like that, we've conceded yet again, and our troubles at the moment in today's episode is trying to keep a clean sheet, and even Berkey starting in goals isn't changing that. It's a brilliant shot, take nothing away from the shot, and we just conceded yet again, and we're down 1-0. Corner, we haven't had too many corners in today's episode. Royce with the corner. Corner's gonna come in. Bender with that. It's come off the crossbar again. And how many times in today's episode have we hit the post? We hit the crossbar. Goetze with the shot, deflection, corner, but yet again, we hit the crossbar. Goetze to Aubameyang. Aubameyang's now gonna go with the shot, and it's wide of the goal. In the 66th minute, I thought that one was creeping its way into the goal, but scores remain at 1-0 down, and Hertha Berlin still lead. Bartra couldn't get that ball away. Stocker with the win. And Berkey with a good save, but the ball yet again, it just falls to the Hertha Berlin players. And Hertha take a 2-0 lead. Goetze plays it through to Schmelzer. Schmelzer to Goetze. Goetze to Aubameyang. Aubameyang's on the ball, and Aubameyang's going to score in the 72nd minute straight from kickoff after we conceded that second goal. And finally, we've got it on the attack, and finally, we've scored after hitting the post and the crossbar after so many times in today's episode. We went on the attack straight from kickoff, and it's 2-1 now. We're back into this game. Anything could happen. The game is going to end in a 2-1 loss against Hertha Berlin. And I think I'm going to name today's episode the highest of highs and the lowest of lows, because we start off today's episode on a 3-0 win, and then we just could not continue that good form for the rest of today's episode. But let's take a look at the league table before we do end off today's episode. We take a look at the Bundesliga table to end off today's episode. We're sitting in the 1st position heading into today's episode, and have dropped down into the 6th position in the league, and things need to change in the next episode. But if you guys did enjoy today's episode, go ahead and drop a like. 200 likes for double upload. Drop a comment, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and I'll see you all on my next video.